When I was in high school, about, I want to say a mile out of town, there was this abandoned house that was left there to rot since, I don't know, the 80s maybe. A couple of older kids found this house and started partying there. Drinking, smoking weed, all the teenage hijinks that you could possibly imagine. It happened at this house. Eventually, these older students started telling the younger grades about it, including my best friend at the time, who was the sibling of one of the older kids who would party there. Naturally, this friend of mine shared the secret of the house with everybody he knew, and eventually that house became the party house for my grade. And every weekend you would go there and it'd be the same typical teenage hijinks. Lots of drinking, lots of weed. Is there no door?
No, I'm climbing the
You climb through the window? Yeah, you're definitely taking me here to kill me. Oh, you can climb right onto the roof?
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, I don't know how stable it is. There's a hole.
Yeah, I just saw the hole. I don't trust this. This went on for, I think, all of my senior year, maybe even the year before that. Until eventually, we all graduated, another year went by, and the grade under us burnt the damn place down. That house is no longer there. But the parties that happened at this house were some Project X level shit. Things went down. It was crazy. And I'm sure you can imagine it was crazy since it ended with the place burning to the ground. Now keep in mind, this is all just a story that my friend from high school told me about. Because, unfortunately, I was never invited to any of these parties. Not one. I remember being told about it when I was in school, but nobody was ever like, hey Brandon, you want to come to the party house this weekend? I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I shot this video long after the party phase, somewhere in between the grade 12 parties and that place burning down. My friend finally brought me to the house to show it to me, which I appreciate, but would have been nice to have seen it when it was relevant. But whatever. Anyway, since I wasn't at the party house in high school, do you want to know what I was doing? I'll show you. Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brandon,
I wasn't the coolest,
also known as the FreezenFactor, and welcome back to Pokemon of the Leaf Green.
I wasn't the coolest teenager.
Episode, we fought a Snorlax, and I accidentally killed it even though it's not what I wanted. We got the Super Rod, we got the Fly HM, and we took out the Psychic type. Yeah, I can see why I wasn't invited to the parties, to be honest. I knew about the party house when it was relevant in high school, and I had opportunities to just show up even though I was never formally invited. Hey, it's happening this weekend. Like, I knew. But instead, every single time, I prioritized staying home and uploading video game videos to the internet. Or streaming them live, because that was my thing, and I was confident that that was what I was gonna do for a living after high school. Now you may be thinking, hey, that's kind of a loser move, staying home on the weekends instead of going to the cool high school party. Here's the thing. I made a lot of friendships in that time of my life that I would have never made had I gone to those parties. And today I want to talk about that. If I wasn't uploading pre-recorded Let's Plays like that Pokemon video, it probably meant I was live streaming. Like this Would You Rather stream.
Does anyone else think Brandon is like one of the funniest people to hang out with?
I do.
You know what?
Yeah.
Thank you. Mr. RW Studios, you're new here too. That means a lot to hear. Thank you so much.
That little comment from somebody I didn't know in a live stream chat turned out to be one of the most unlikely friendships that I have maintained to this day. What started as a random comment on a YouTube live stream 7 years ago, this year turned into the first internet friend that I got to meet in person. I'm gonna get into the details of the story, but what you need to know right now is this year, for the first time, I flew to California to meet my friends that I made on the internet. Okay. I neglected to tell my Uber that my street is completely under construction. You can't get on. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Okay, man. See you.
You have a good one.
E-security, which is right behind you. Enjoy your trip.
Any check back from your connections?
Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
This is my preferred posture.
Oh, yeah.
This is how I normally stand. So.
I was so ready for my good side. I was like, oh, is that going?
Oh, you want to be on it?
There you go.
You look good. I wish I could grow that beard.
It's worth mentioning, I've been to California twice now, both times this year. The first time in February to film the short film that I talked about in the last episode of the program. But all the footage that you're gonna see and have been seeing is from my second trip, which was like 2 weeks ago, where we went to surprise Robbie just for his birthday, just for fun, and also to sign the film poster, of course. Any airport that has a train system, 10 out of 10 in my book. That was sick. Okay, I'm gonna miss my flight.
Floating higher and higher. A wonderful thing.
Okay, we landed. I'm in Sacramento, California. Cole, Robert, and Lana are on their way, and we're gonna surprise Robert. He has no idea that I'm here. It's gonna be great.
Is that the famous YouTuber FreezenFactor? From Alberta, Canada?
You're supposed to be blindfolded. What the happened?
Someone spilled the beans.
Who spilled the beans?
I did.
What?
I'm sorry. It was an accident.
What did you say?
We were getting.
You had a whole thing!
I'm sorry.
I hate you! You ruined it!
Hi.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you.
What did you f***ing say?
I'm sorry.
We were talking about the short film.
Vlog is back, baby.
Characters' name are Jane and John, and I was like, who the f is playing Jane? And he's like, it might be like Danny or Lana, and then he's like, and John would be either like you or Brandon, and I was like, Brandon? And then he just
I'm so sorry. It like completely. I like completely.
He didn't
like
realize he
filter
said it.
dropped because I was like, oh, business as usual.
I just wanna...
I had a whole thing. So sorry. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Even though I met Robert in 2015, we didn't really become friends for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years maybe. We were just two acquaintances who knew each other. He would come to my live streams, watch my videos. I'd go watch his live streams because eventually he started doing the same thing. And yeah, it took like 4 years for us to actually become friends. Actually, you know what? You want to see what he looked like when I first met him? It's... I'm gonna show you.
Dream collaboration right now is Brandon, the guy I've been mentioning so much, FreezenFactor. If you watch this video, which you most likely won't, I doubt in hell that he watches my videos. That would be awesome. So I'm gonna see if I can get in there. Not for the publicity or anything, but I actually would like to make a video with him.
Robert made that video, I think a few days after he showed up to my live stream and we met for the first time. And I saw it a couple days later because anytime I've live streamed and a new person has joined the chat, I always made it a habit to check out their channel to see if they were also a creator. And he was, so I watched that video, and to my surprise, he was talking about me in it. And without a doubt, I can tell you with absolute certainty, that is the most flattered I have ever felt in my entire life. Without question. I was 17 years old when I watched that video, which means Robert was probably 14, possibly 13. And the whole time I was watching it, the only thing I could think was, wow, this kid, who I don't know, is talking about me the exact same way that I have always talked about my favorite creators on the internet. I wanted to be these people. I wanted to do what they're doing. I wanted to work with them. And here I am, 17 years old, sitting and watching some kid I don't know say the exact same stuff about me. And that I cannot tell you, I can't describe enough how humbling and flattering that was.
Why?
Some of the creators at the time that I really loved and really looked up to were all people who uploaded video games to the internet, obviously. That's what inspired me to start doing it. People like Chucka Conroy, Masayanella, Nintendo Capri Sun, Steven Plays. I watched them all and I just thought, man, what a sick job this is. You're all getting paid to play nostalgic video games on the internet, and people are watching and sharing their experiences with these games in the comments. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. Before YouTube, that was obviously a foreign concept because that wasn't even a thing. Nobody did that. It didn't exist. I was already sold on the idea of making YouTube videos for a living, but the thing that like really clinched it for me was when I found out that all these YouTubers that I watched, all these people playing video games, they all knew each other, and they all met over the internet. And it blew my mind one day to find out that Steven Plays, one of the guys, had a vlog channel. And on that vlog channel, he uploaded a video where they all got together in person and just kind of hung out for a weekend. This video right here. I just thought that was like wild. They all knew each other the whole time. They were getting together to play Pac-Man in an arcade. It was just, I don't know, it was wild to me. I watched that video and it just looked like the most amazing time in the world. All these people who met on the internet, who are just great friends now, getting together in one place, hanging out, playing games, going for dinner, going for breakfast, going to arcades, making stupid internet videos together. That, I was immediately sold. It was the first time where I was like, damn, that's what I want my 20s to look like. I want to do that. I want to do exactly that. And then I proceeded to fantasize about it for the next 8 years of my life. How'd that look?
Okay, really cool fact about this house I'm staying at where Robert lives. In the 1800s, or early 1900s maybe, this house used to be a blacksmith. How f***ing cool is that? Imagine saying the house you grew up in used to be a blacksmith in the 1800s. That's such a cool story. On top of that, I can't stress how sick this yard is. There's so many plants everywhere. You plant something in Canada, it dies in 3 days because it's gonna snow. Does this look like it's the end of October, start of November to you? Because it doesn't to me. Look at that plant. So green.
I used to have an obsession with room tours back in 2017, give or take around that time. So I feel like I can't travel somewhere without giving a proper room tour of where I'm staying. So Robert, show me around. We gotta open it up with the "We Are Not the Same" sign or poster that we printed. It's looking beautiful.
It's looking great.
Is that good?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
How does the Robert Welch spend his day-to-day in this space?
I lay down.
Yes. We've been sharing an IKEA section over the past week.
This pulls out. We've been cuddling non-stop. This is very messy because we have 3 dudes staying in one place, but this is where I have all my shit. Cameras, random stuff, essential oil for my cock.
We can't not acknowledge that we've been watching stuff on a CRT all
Giant
week.
CRT. It's huge. We've been playing games on it, watching movies.
I would highly recommend anybody buy a CRT to watch literally anything.
It makes everything a vibe.
Everything's a vibe on a CRT.
It'd be the worst thing on the planet.
Worst thing, and it'll just be better on a CRT, especially old stuff. It was meant to be watched. The best part of the space is definitely your little closet that I've been making fun of for years.
Yeah, it's the closet that I've been in for like 6 years.
Yeah.
That you have completely taken over, mind you.
I have.
You have. You have all of your stuff here.
This is not built for more than one person.
No, it's not.
I thoroughly stand by this area used to look like shit, but you've done a really good job making it look pretty.
Yeah, it used to be completely blank walls. The shelf had nothing on it. I had a microphone hanging from a lanyard that was attached to because I didn't have a mic stand.
We got him the sick Tron sign for his birthday.
It's fucking awesome. It just adds to the vibe. Just makes it really cozy. I like this window here because when it rains and everything, it's just you pop it open, put on some music, and it's like serenity. And I have all this stuff up here, a bunch of pop figures, comics, books.
I'm sorry for taking over your space.
No, it's perfectly fine.
But for a place that I used to make fun of a lot, I like your desk setup more than mine now. I know this is like a small closet corner area, but with the speakers and the wood desk and the soundproofing and the lamp and the neon sign, I could see how you spend all day here.
Yeah, I'd just do nothing. I'd spend time there, here, and then I spend time on the couch over there, and that's about it.
Okay, here's the point I'm trying to drive home here. The guy I wanted to be when I was 13, who visits his friends across in different parts of the world and makes content and hangs out and plays games, goes to arcades. I am that guy now. And it wasn't like, I don't feel like I was making a conscious effort. I didn't have like a goal written down. Like I'm gonna do this year. I'm gonna become the guy I wanted to be when I was 13. But it happened, and I didn't even realize it while it was happening.
For Robert's birthday celebration, we set up a CRT out here, played Smash Brothers, and had a fire. It was like the ultimate vibe. It does not get better than Smash Brothers on a CRT by the fire. I'm telling you that right now.
We went to the exact kind of arcade that I watched all my favorite YouTubers go to 10 years earlier. Completely unintentionally. I didn't plan that at all. Where are we going for your birthday, man?
We are going to Coin Op Game Room. It is a bar and an arcade, and it's also underground.
Oh, that's sick. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Are you gonna drink anything?
Probably not.
Okay.
But I'm gonna play the arcade because on the last Sunday of every month, the arcade is free, apparently.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, it should be a good time.
Maybe we should just kiss right now.
Well, what if we kiss?
What if we kiss? Where's Tron?
Let's go.
Where is it? Okay, we're gonna try this again. It is a boost. What the f?
You wanna play some skee ball?
What are you guys gonna play?
I think you wanna play some skee ball?
I'm not done! It's not over till I say it's over!
Okay, it's over.
It's over. It's over.
Yo, that's a no!
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I sucked at Tron. That hurt me a lot.
I'm not gonna lie, that was my ideal birthday party experience. So
Going to an underground
arcade.
vibey ass arcade.
Yeah, that's like my dream. I want to live there. Obviously, we had to go for breakfast at least once.
Welcome back to Watch Mojo. This is the top 10 times I've had my feet in Robert's mouth. Number 10, our first date.
Why come to California and not vlog the trip?
I need the internet to know that I was actually here.
Yeah, because then what's the point of doing things if the internet doesn't know it?
We're going to a place called Orphan for brunch. I think it's called Orphan because they slice up orphans and we eat them.
Oh yeah, I've been there. They do.
Okay. I've never had Orphan. Must be an American
Sacramento
thing.
is actually the orphan capital of the world. Because my dad left.
Apparently Orphans for breakfast is very popular in Sacramento.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
Yeah. 20 minutes to be exact.
I'm starving for some babies.
Yeah. Oh man, babies would hit right now.
Why are we vlogging breakfast?
We're vlogging everything.
They actually turn orphans into French toast here.
Are they French orphans? Is that what makes it French toast?
They are, yes.
Oh. I'm Julia, I'll be your server today. Have you guys had a chance to check out these specials we're already had?
I got naked cakes, prime orphans, made into a buttery cake, powdered sugar, and then egg.
I got some biscuits, I got some gravy, I got some egg, I got some sausage, I got some bacon.
Okay, so I got an avocado scramble, so it's...
Watch, we are not the same. YouTube.com/C/RedJackPictures. We are not the same. Starring Brandon Friesen, Cole James Anderson, and Lana Lacey. Wow, we're all here.
We didn't shoot another short film this time or anything, because that was stressful enough the first time, but we did make a podcast about the short film.
So we're recording the podcast.
That's exactly what we're doing. Now, for Cole's podcast.
Oh my goodness, are we gonna kill it or what?
We're gonna
Small
kill
Filmmakers
it.
Talk.
For Small Filmmakers Talk on all your podcasting platforms.
Welcome back to the Small Filmmakers Talk podcast.
And like, we just kind of hung out and played games. We're at the One Up Game Store in Sacramento. Nobody can afford anything.
No.
But it's cool.
It's cool to look at stuff.
It's cool to look at stuff. They got a DJ.
Yo, I want the giant Shadow the Hedgehog. Where's that damn Chaos Emerald?
We're setting up Minecraft land.
Minecraft, baby. We
Minecraft?
play. That's right.
But in the meantime, it's playing Wizard 101.
Not only playing land, but in California. This is the real reason I flew all the way here. Discord wasn't good enough. We had to play together in person.
I know, we did.
Essential. Why am I nervous to do this? What if I don't like the signature? What if I fuck it up?
That's what I was worried about. I feel like mine's a little small. God, you have a long signature. That looks nice though, because that's straight.
Yeah.
Or the ceiling is slanted. But it looks.
Oh, it's fine. Looks lit.
Looks baller.
I think it's important every once in a while to take a step back and reflect on what you have, what you've accomplished, and where you are in life. And think about what you from 5 years ago would think about your current circumstances. Because you might have accomplished more than you thought you had, or done things that 13-year-old you would have been crazy to see. Ecstatic! I've yet to mention Cole, who is the red-haired fellow in all the footage you're watching. He's the one who orchestrated this second trip to go surprise Robert, and he's our mutual friend. I met him through Robert. Don't worry, I'm gonna embarrass him too.
Why am I envious of Brandon? Well, I think he makes better content, which he honestly does. His vlogs are funny, and I just started vlogging, which honestly, it might look like I'm copying off of him.
If you told that kid that he'd be the producer of a late-night show that actually airs on television in South Dakota, he would be over the moon. Or if you told this prepubescent munchkin that in 6 years he'd be making short films with the people he wanted to collaborate with on the internet, I think he'd be pretty excited about it. And I know for a fact that 13-year-old me would be pretty damn pumped to know that I'm doing exactly what he wanted me to be doing in 10 years. I think it's important to think about. Reflect on where you are in life. You probably have more than you think. Well, I think that's all the positivity I think I can handle on a Saturday morning before the sun even comes up. I'm gonna go play Duck Hunt.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna call that the episode then. And you will find out what the Pokemon I want for my team is next episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leaving a like would be super appreciated. It shows your support on the series and that you guys enjoy it. Leave a comment, too. Tell me anything you want to tell me. I'll be sure to respond. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next episode where we'll be catching the final Pokemon of my team. Tasa.